Remember, this is sort of a chain of survival, and it began with a very young medic who'd never seen this kind of trauma before, who very appropriately put 2 tourniquets on her legs and saved her life in the field. She was rapidly taken out by a helicopter crew that rapidly recognized how sick she was and got her in here along with the others. It was recognized by a charge nurse who realized how sick she was and got me over to the bed to intubate her, get access, by several medics who tried to get the access on her, i.e. IV lines. All along the way, those people were instrumental in getting her. So what we needed to do was protect her airway, stop the bleeding, literally just clamp it off at the leg, stop the bleeding, and then fill her up with blood, and then get her to the operating room where the surgeons very quickly realized that they needed to move very quickly upstairs. And they were even down at the bedside right here, but knew that we had to go upstairs to fix her, because they've spent a long time rethinking what a combat support hospital is as opposed to the MASH unit.
How do you resuscitate somebody like that?
You know why it's there. You have to think what's going on, a mechanism, more than just ACLS protocols. And you give her a lot of fluid, and you give her some epinephrine, and you pump on her chest, and blood is what we give her. And that brought her back.
Wow.
But I had a whole team of people with me, all of them thinking at the top of their game, and that's what made it possible for her to survive.
Sergeant Benjamin right here he was getting the line, securing making sure all the bleeding would stop, and it was a real tense moment. So because she had a lot of things and she was a little disorientated, but I think he did a pretty good job taking care of her.
You did.
I think you helped save her life.
It was a lot of feeling for pulses,
Yeah.
a lot of feeling for pulses, and a lot of getting IVs in.
That pulse was not there for a while, huh?
It wasn't there, but we brought it back.
I knew the sound man was, deceased at the time of that. And the cameraman, we assisted him. He had of course, decapitation on his leg. We did a tourniquet on him and stopped the bleeding. And we dragged him to safety so he wouldn't get near the fire, the burning vehicle. And at that time, we assisted everybody else, started giving them an IV. And from that point, the medics took over, and I just started putting security for them as well.
Direction?
Yes, we're all facing in that direction. Our weapon system on this truck was facing this way.
And this was the sound man.
Yes.
Cameraman, correspondent was here.
Yes.
This was the cameraman.
This was the CO and his interpreter, Sam.
And this was this cameraman.
This cameraman, and then Sergeant Farrar and Sergeant Reed. That's when I was going to commence to do the sweep, but that's when Specialist Potter had told me about the traffic that was coming around this way. And I told them, yes, they can pass, and that's when it went off.
Wow. No warning.
No warning. I just got deaf and seen myself in fire, and I ran.
Right.
I was driving for Sergeant Hernandez. We had took the sound man and the cameraman in our truck, and they were out and about. And after the whole explosion, I couldn't really tell what was going on. I knew it was bad, and that they were giving aid. And after I was asked to pull security on the gun, that was my main concern.
Sure. Well, she's alive, I think. They said they're going to be leaving today. Are they going back to their unit, or are they going up to Baghdad?